Welcome guys in another video. I hope you all are awesome. Today we talk about the story of the Brave Sparrow, a tale of courage beyond size. The forest of Suryavan lay between rolling hills and a winding river that met the sea. It was a place where the sun painted the leaves gold each morning, and the moon stitched silver paths across the water at night. Animals of every kind lived there, deer that leapt like thoughts, elephants that moved like memories, monkeys that laughed at echoes, and birds that stitched the sky with song. Among them lived a tiny brown sparrow named Chimney. Chimney was small even for a sparrow. Her feathers were the color of dry wheat, her eyes bright as dew, and her wings quick but light. She lived in the crook of an old banyan tree near the riverbank, where roots dipped their toes into the cool mud. From dawn to dusk, she hopped, chirped, gathered crumbs, and sang simple songs that floated like whispers. Most animals barely noticed her, and those who did smiled kindly and then forgot. Yet Chimney noticed everything. She noticed the way the river spoke differently when the wind leaned closer. She noticed the smell of salt arriving earlier each evening. She noticed how ants built higher walls around their tunnels, and how fish swam deeper at odd hours. She noticed the clouds, how they gathered in thick, bruised layers far beyond the horizon, heavy with secrets. Whispers of the wind. One afternoon, while perched on a reed, Chimney felt the wind change. It wasn't the playful breeze that teased feathers and leaves. This wind pressed its palm against her chest and hummed a low warning. "Something is coming," it said, not in words but in weight. Chimney fluttered to the banyan tree and listened. The leaves trembled. The river murmured. Even the earth seemed to hold its breath. That evening, as the sun dipped, Chimney flew toward the sea. She had always been curious, and curiosity had taught her to listen. Over the waves, she saw clouds piled like mountains, dark and restless. Lightning flickered behind them like blinking eyes. "A cyclone," she whispered. She had heard old crows speak of such storms, how they rose from the sea, how they roared with spinning arms, how they flattened forests and swallowed rivers. The memory of those tales made her wings shake. "But the animals must know," she said to herself. "They must prepare." Doubt and determination. Chimney flew first to the deer meadow. "Friends," she chirped, circling above. "A great storm is coming from the sea. We must move to higher ground." The deer lifted their heads, ears twitching. A young buck laughed softly. "Little sparrow," he said, "the sky is blue. The grass is sweet. Storms come and go. Don't worry yourself." Chimney tried the monkeys next, leaping from branch to branch with them. "Please listen," she begged. "The wind carries danger. The clouds are gathering." A monkey scratched his head. "You worry too much," he said. "You're too small to know big things." Her heart sank, but she did not stop. She flew to the elephants near the river. "Respected elders," she called, hovering near a tusk. "The river will rise. The sea will push back. We must leave the lowlands." An old elephant smiled kindly. "We have seen many seasons, little one. The river has always obeyed us." Chimney felt doubt nibble at her courage. "Am I wrong?" she wondered. "Am I just afraid?" Then a sharp gust bent the grass flat, and thunder growled like a distant beast. Chimney straightened. "No," she said. "I am right." Gathering proof. If words were not enough, she would bring signs. Chimney flew to the ants and asked them what they were doing. "Building higher," said the ant queen. "The ground will flood." She flew to the fish. "Swimming deep," they said. "The water will churn." She flew to the old turtle near the marsh. "The sea is angry," the turtle said slowly. "It spins itself into a storm." With each answer, Chimney's resolve hardened like fired clay. She returned to the forest center and rang the dawn with her loudest call. "Everyone," she cried, "listen to the ants, the fish, the turtle, the wind, and the clouds. A cyclone is coming tonight." Some laughed. Some frowned. Some paused. That pause was enough. The first believers. A porcupine waddled forward. "I trust signs," he said. "I will move." A family of rabbits followed. "We will go where the rocks are high." A peacock spread his feathers uneasily. "The air feels wrong," he admitted. "We will climb." Slowly, like a story catching fire, belief spread. Mothers gathered children. Leaders called groups. Paths formed toward the hills. The elephants still hesitated. Chimney flew to the old elephant again. "Please," she said, landing on his forehead. "If I am wrong, you lose a night's sleep. If I am right, you save lives." The elephant closed his eyes. He felt the wind push harder. "Move," he rumbled at last. "All of you, move." The cyclone arrives. Night fell early. The sky tore open with rain. Wind screamed. Trees bowed. The river rose like a waking giant. Waves from the sea surged upstream, furious and foaming. Animals climbed, ran, and huddled together on the hills. Chimney darted through the chaos, guiding the lost, calling directions, refusing to rest. A branch snapped and blocked a path. Chimney led a detour. A fawn stumbled. Chimney circled, chirping until its mother returned. The cyclone howled, spinning its arms, ripping leaves into the dark. But on the high ground the forest held. After the storm, by morning, the world was quiet and broken. Trees lay like fallen soldiers. The river spilled into fields. But the animals were alive. They gathered, tired and grateful. The old elephant bowed his head to the tiny sparrow. "You saved us," he said. Chimney felt her cheeks warm. "I only listened," she replied. The deer lowered their antlers. The monkeys clapped softly. The peacock dipped his head. From that day on, whenever the wind whispered or the clouds gathered, the forest listened to even the smallest voice. Moral: courage isn't about size. It's about listening, speaking up, and acting when it matters, no matter how small you are. I've created a detailed, well-structured story titled The Brave Sparrow in the canvas for you. It's written in a moral story style suitable for kids and storytelling platforms, with clear scenes, emotion, and a strong lesson. Moral Khailatith. Courage isn't about size. If you want, I can. Thank you so much for watching my video. Take care of yourself. Bye bye.